I want to do a quick lightning round with you, okay? Word association.
No, great.
Okay, here we go.
These are trouble.
I say John Kasich. You say?
Great governor.
Ted Cruz.
Smart.
Donald Trump.
Big.
Meaning?
Everything he does is big. Lots of attention.
You have no... You're laughing. Why are you laughing?
These are like the uncharted waters of being chairman of the RNC. Spontaneity is not usually your friend.
And that's the least of his problems.
Hey, it's Reince.
Without a doubt, Reince Priebus, the mild-mannered 44-year-old lawyer from Wisconsin, has the toughest job in politics this year.
Morning, Chairman.
Hey. Hey.
Working 20-hour days.
Right. You should come.
Preparing for the possibility of a contested convention.
No, I think the system is working.
And navigating the GOP through the year of Trump.
The system is rigged.
These are dirty tricksters.
It's a crooked system.
The Republican National Committee, they should be ashamed of themselves for allowing this kind of crap to happen.
Non-stop damage control.
I find it to be rhetoric and hyperbole. This is a very normal system that we've been using for many years. Sometimes you can't fix it. Sometimes you can just take a 7-alarm fire and just make it a 4-alarm fire. It's still burning, but it's not as bad as it was. No one should feel sorry for me. I signed up for this.
You are the man in the middle. You have Donald Trump doing his thing. And then you have the GOP establishment, whatever that is.
Yeah, that's a word that apparently no one can quite define, but yeah, I understand it.
Whatever, all those people over there who are not on the same side as Donald Trump is saying, well, it's all your fault. How'd you let Trump, why didn't you get rid of him?
Yeah, well, look, being in the middle, you have to accept the fact that there's 1,000 opinions. I mean, so I'm so used to it that I don't even care. It doesn't bother me.
You're not pulling out your hair.
No, I'm not. People assume, oh, you must be miserable. You got a horrible job. But I don't see it that way. I'm not, like, that's what I'm saying. I'm not pouring Baileys in my cereal. I'm not sitting here trying to find the Johnny Walker. I mean, this is fun.
In fact, the day we spent with him, he raised $1.2 million with just a few phone calls.
Let's talk about money.
Took a brief break for hoops.
All right, I'm going to take you guys down. We have a shot off this wall. There we go. Come on.
And showed off his prized possessions.
The gavel.
The gavel. This is when I actually won in 2011.
Ever tempted to use it?
Oh yeah. Well, once in a while. I don't have to try that hard. This is the chair that Clint Eastwood spoke to actually at the convention. So this is the one that So when this all happened, you know, I obviously was perplexed when I was watching it.
You and everyone else.
And then when I leaned over, because I was down behind the stage most of the time, I leaned over the balcony to look and see the center teleprompter, and it was blank. And I thought, oh my gosh, there's nothing on that screen. He's just winging it. And then I remember going back, I left, went back behind the stage, and I told the chief of staff at the time, I said, get me the chair.
He also keeps 3 items nearby he says are critical for getting through the day: the Greek Orthodox liturgy, the Republican Party platform.
This is my safe zone.
And this.
The platform. And of course I've got the Brewers schedule on top, because I will put on, you know, MLB TV and have that in the background if I need to not watch the news.
Other escapes? Time with his family.
All right, try to eat with cameras in your face.
And he plays the piano really well.
So you just goof off. That's what I do. That's how I play.
But Priebus admits he's always been a proud political nerd. As early as 3rd grade, he was lobbying classmates to support Ronald Reagan, and he even used the GOP to woo his wife.
You went to prom together, But, Sally, on your first date, he took you to a political dinner. He took you to the Lincoln Day dinner. Swept you off your feet.
Right.
What kind of first date is that?
It's crazy. I think he tricked me. I think he tricked me, and I ended up at the political event, which I didn't know about at first because he told me we were going to the movies. But, you know, we made it. It was pretty boring. It was pretty bad, but we did go to the movie afterward, and we had a great time.
And he says you can't say you didn't know what you were getting into.
Right. Right, I did.
That said, neither one ever thought their lives would be consumed by the roller coaster of Donald Trump.
Reince is very strong. He has a thick skin. He lets it roll off his shoulders. He's, you know, he's tough. He doesn't tolerate a lot of drama.
Including rumors that he might try to convince one of his best friends, Speaker Paul Ryan, to be a so-called white knight candidate in a contested convention.
He would kill me, and I wouldn't do it. And I agree with him. I don't. You have to want to actually be president of the United States. He doesn't want to be right now, and he's not going to have a floor operation to get it done. It won't happen.
He said, if I do that, he'll kill me.
Yeah, yeah.
You would kill me.
Yes, I would. Yes, I would.
An old political pro told me, to be RNC party chairman, you're either the bravest person in town or the craziest person in town. Which is it for him?
It probably requires a little bit of both, would be my guess, especially these days. Reince is, I'd put him in the bravest category.
Brave or crazy, Priebus insists his only concern is being neutral.
For the record, are you conspiring against Donald Trump?
Of course not. Of course not.
Is there a plan
insanity.
to steal the nomination?
No, there's nothing to steal. I mean, either you have the votes or you don't.
And you will be at peace if he is the nominee.
I'm going to be at peace with whoever the nominee is, because I know that whoever the nominee is going to beat Hillary Clinton.